All right, so unexpected Thursday, everyone at home today. Hopefully you're staying warm. Maybe get outside. My neighbor, he's probably 3 or 4. He was outside sled riding at 9 a.m. today. And if you guys get out there yet? No, it's cold, but not too bad. Elijah?
I made an icy ramp, and we have like really fast sleds, and we'll go down it, and sometimes we'll get up to 3 feet of air because
Really?
like we covered the track with water, so they would like freeze over. So it goes super, super, super fast.
Sounds fun. It sounds a little dangerous. You wear a helmet or anything? Lots of padding, lots of clothes.
Lots of clothes, yeah.
Okay, so today we're going to do some more long division practice. I think yesterday we were really starting to catch on. So hopefully after today, you guys will feel really good about long division. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. And my first question while I'm getting my document cam ready is going to be, who remembers the silly sentence or the acronym that we can use to help you remember the process for long division? Who remembers? There's a silly sentence, and then the one that I always refer back to is kind of like the people in a family. You guys still sleeping? Buried in the snow. No one remembers anything from yesterday. Same hands I always see. Miss Reese, what do you remember?
The like mom, dad, sister, brother.
All right, is that the order that we go in? Mom, dad, sister, brother?
Yes.
It's a little off.
Dad, mom, sister, brother.
Anyone remember the monkey sentence? Colin?
Dangerous monkeys swipe bananas.
All right, let's have Hayden Waitman. What does the D stand for in either acronym?
Divide.
And the M?
Multiply.
S?
Subtract.
And B?
Bring down.
Good job. And I thought yesterday, whenever we used this for the problems, that it really helped. So we're going to do the same thing today. So we have 4 practice problems today. So I want you to look at page 89. We're totally skipping over using the discs. We're only going to be using long division today. Okay, so let's have Seth, go ahead and unmute yourself.
To do this problem.
Okay, Seth, we're gonna use this problem right here. Can you see my finger?
Yeah.
With the bracket. Read this to me.
2 divided by 7.
Okay, remember, we start in underneath the bracket.
Do the big number first.
7.
7 divided by
6.
no, look at the
2.
problem, honey. Yep, 7 divided by 2. So you start under the bracket. Seth, this is the exact same thing as this equation. Read this one.
7 divided by 2.
It's just written a different way. Okay, so now Seth, you're going to help me. So we only have one number in our dividend here. So I don't have to hide anything. So now I want you to divide. So we're going to divide 7 by 2. So think, how many groups of 2 can you make out of 7? Or you can think 2 times what gets you as close to 7 as you can without going over.
3.
Hayden Garland, do you have your materials ready? Because all I see is you changing positions, and you've been on here for about 10 minutes. Okay, now it's time for you to focus on work. We have 4 problems, and then I need you to send me your work from yesterday. So you're going to stay on at the end so we can get that sent over. This is really important that you pay attention because long division, you're going to be using this because we're going to get to bigger numbers. Okay, Seth, so you divided. Now, what do you multiply?
3 times 2.
Equals.
6.
Now, what are you going to subtract?
7 minus 6.
Equals.
1.
Do we have anything to bring down in this equation?
No.
So what's my answer, Seth?
1.
Well, look at the top of my 3, but it's a hold on. Let's slow down a little. So we have a 1 here and we have a 3. Our answer's on the top of this bracket. So we have 3 wholes. We have 3 total, but then we do have this 1. What does this 1 mean?
Remainder.
Very good. So Seth, what is my final answer?
3.
Not just 3. Don't forget about 3.
Remainder of 1.
Very good. Here's my answer. And if there's someone in the chat, I see it blinking, but it's not letting me open it because I have my book shared. So if you need something, just go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay, so now we're going to check our work. Let's have Bella Watkins. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay, Bella, I want you to read the equation with the answer. And I'm going to rewrite it right here.
7 divided by 2 equals 3 with the remainder of 1.
Bella, what do we use to check division? What operation? Remember, what
Multiply.
So now remember, we're gonna multiply our quotient by our divisor. So what's 3 times 2?
6.
And then what are we gonna do with our remainder?
6 plus 1.
Equals.
7.
So this answer needs to match up with what part of your equation?
The dividend?
Very good, right here. So do those match?
Yes.
So we know we're correct. So now let's have Carter Sefchuk. When with this equation, what is my quotient? You're muted. Can you hear me? Carissa, what is the quotient?
Three,
And what's my remainder?
1,
Very good. And then when you look over here, it matches what we have on top of our bracket, 3 remainder 1. Okay, so far, do we have any questions? Okay, we're going to move on to number 2. I'm going to scroll through. Who wants to help me with number 2? All right, Ilea, go ahead and unmute yourself. Read this equation.
2 divided
No, stop. When you read something in the bracket, it's not just left or right. If you see this, if you are saying 2 divided by 73, something in your mind should say, oh no, this isn't right, because you don't want to start with the smaller number, or else you're going to get a big decimal. So when you have a problem written in the bracket, where do you start reading? Your eyes should go directly where?
At the 73.
There's not always going to be a 73. So where should your eyes? Here's my bracket. Where do I always start reading?
Inside of it.
Right here. This is where we start. My first spot. Then we go over here. Okay, so go ahead and let's try that again.
73 divided by 2.
There you go. So I'm going to cover up my 3 for now so I can focus right here. So now you're going to start with the divide. So we're dividing 7 into 2 equal groups. How many would be in each group? You could also think 2 times what's going to get you as close to 7 without going over? Go through your 2 facts. 2 times what gets you as close to 7 without going over?
2 times 3.
What is 2 times 3?
6.
Okay, so I'm going to put my 3 up here. So you divided. Now what do you multiply?
2 and 3.
3 times 2 equals what?
6.
What do I subtract?
The 6 from the 7.
Which is?
1.
Do I have anything to bring down?
Yeah, you have to bring down the 3.
Okay. Now, Elijah, what do I do? Am I finished? Why not? Why don't I just have 3 remainder 13 for my answer?
Because 2 can go into 13 more.
Right. If this number down here is bigger than this number, we have a problem. Okay, so now, Elijah, we're going to start with the process again. So divide for me. 2 times what gets me as close as I can to 13 without going over?
6.
Okay, so now you're going to multiply.
6 times 2 equals 12.
Okay, now we're going to subtract. What do we subtract?
13 minus 12 equals 1.
And then do I have anything left to bring down?
Yeah, or no.
Can I have 1 as a remainder?
Yes.
Because my divisor is what?
2.
Okay, so now, Elijah, what should I have at the very top of my bracket for my final answer?
36 remainder 1.
Okay, so now let's have Maria unmute yourself.
Okay.
Okay, Maria, I want you to move this over. Read me this problem, the whole equation with the answer, and I'm going to rewrite it right here.
73 divided by 2 equals 36 remainder of 1.
Okay, Maria, how would I use multiplication to check my work?
You would do 2 times 3, and that would
Oh,
equal
not 2. So I have the numbers 73, 2, and 36. So I'm going to reverse. You're ignoring the remainder for now. I'm reversing this, and I'm going to use what operation to check?
multiplication.
Okay, so if I reverse this, what am I multiplying?
36 times 2.
Do you know what 36 times 2 is? I bet I can help you. What's 30 times 2?
60.
What's 6 times 2?
12.
Can you add 60 plus 12 in your head?
72.
Great job. Okay, so I have 72. So we ignored my remainder to do the multiplication. But now what do I do with this remainder?
You add the remainder to the answer.
So I have 72 plus 1 equals what?
73.
Now, Maria, I want this to match what part of my equation?
The dividend.
Do they match?
Yep.
Okay, so now, Maria, what is look at this equation. Let's try to identify the parts. What is the quotient?
36.
Good, that's my answer. What's my remainder?
1. Remainder
Nice
1.
job. Great job. All right, see, I think we're starting to get it. You guys are starting to move through the process more quickly. All right, any questions? All right, Sophia, go ahead and unmute yourself. Read number 3.
6 divided by 4.
Oh, can you, honey, I think your microphone's like not towards your mouth. Is there a way you can try that again? Usually I can hear you real well. like real little. Can anyone hear her well?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go. That works good.
Well then, I don't know what's wrong with these headphones. Okay.
Read this equation.
6 divided by 4.
Finally have our first time. We got it right. We remembered to start under the bracket. Good job. All right. Okay. So I'm going to put my paper here to help. Okay. And I know this first one, we say divide and then we end up multiplying just because we don't have even numbers. But so we're starting divide 6 divided by 4. So you're going to think 4 times what gets me as close to 6 as I can without going over.
1.
Now, what do I multiply?
1 times 4.
Equals?
4.
Hi, Miss Self-Check.
What do I subtract?
4 from 6.
Which is?
2.
And what do I bring down?
You can't bring down anything.
We don't have anything. So let's see. Sophia, is my remainder smaller than my divisor?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to bring this up and put it in my answer. What is my answer?
1 with a remainder of 2.
Very good. Okay, Nolan, I want you to read me the equation with the answer, and I'm going to rewrite it over here.
6 divided by 4 equals 1 remainder 2.
Okay, Nolan, do you remember how to check our work?
Yes.
All right, what am I going to do?
Multiply the quotient with the divisor.
All right, tell me what to write.
1 times 4 equals 4.
Okay, what do I do with my remainder?
4 plus 2 equals 6.
And this needs to match up with what part of the equation?
Dividend?
Do they match?
Yes.
So Nolan, look at this equation. What's my quotient?
1,
What's my remainder?
2.
All right. Okay, Tessa, this is our last problem. We got a big one. 2-digit by a 1-digit. Read the problem that we're solving. Try to unmute yourself again. See if we have some volume. Not sure why you're not working. Let's have Brian.
$62 divided by 4.
Okay, Brian, what do I do first?
Divide 6 divided by 4.
Okay, so what should you be thinking?
How close can you get to how close can you get to 6 without going over?
All right. So what are you going to try?
1.
Okay, put 1 here. So we divided. Now what do we do?
Multiply.
What am I going to multiply, honey?
1 times 4.
Equals?
4.
Okay, now what am I going to do?
Subtract 6. 6 minus 2.
Look again, I don't have a 2 there.
No, 6 minus 4.
What is 6 minus 4?
2.
Okay, do I have anything to bring down?
Yes.
What am I bringing down?
You're 2.
Okay, Izzy, now what do I do?
I always have trouble with this part.
All right, so let's focus now. Whatever you're playing with, let's put that down. So now we have this number here. This is usually where we have our remainder. So what number do you see?
22.
My divisor is 4. Can I have a remainder of 22 if my divisor is 4?
No.
No, because that means I can make more groups of 4 out of these 22. So now we're going to repeat this process again. So we're dividing 22 by 4, but we're going to think of it backwards. So we're going to think 4 times what gets me as close to 22 as I can without going over. So think of your 4 facts.
4 times 5.
What's 4 times 5?
20.
What's 4 times 6?
24.
So that 24 would be over. So I agree with you. So we're going to put a 5 up here. So now, Izzy, you just did the divide step. What comes next?
Oh yeah, now I get it. You have to multiply
What are we going to multiply?
4 times 5.
Right, the number that you just put up here times your divisor. What is 4 times 5?
20.
So I'm going to check that off. Now what do I do?
Subtract.
What do I subtract?
22 minus 20.
Equals?
2.
Good. What's my last step?
Bring down, but we have nothing to bring down. So 2 must be our remainder.
And can 2 be the remainder?
Yes.
Because it's smaller than what?
4.
4. Okay, so I'm going to put that up here. So Izzy, what do we have for our answer?
5 remainder 2.
Oh, look again, not 5 remainder.
Oh,
2.
15 remainder 2.
Good. Okay, Zoe, I want you to read the whole equation with the answer, please.
So what we just did,
Yep.
so 4 divided by
Nope.
62
Mhm.
62 divided by 4 equals 15 remainder 2.
Okay, so now, Zoe, we're going to check our work. So remember, ignore your remainder for now. We're going to work backwards. So what's the opposite of division?
The opposite of division is subtraction.
No.
Or no, multiplication.
Good. So now, Zoe, if we go backwards, what are we multiplying?
4 times
Start over here and work this way. 4 is right in the middle. Start on this side.
15 times 4.
Okay, now that could be hard. Do you know what 15 plus 15 is?
35.
Okay. No, 30. So it's like 15 minutes and 15 minutes. 2 groups of 15 minutes give us a half hour. So now that's 2 groups of 15. So now, Zoe, since we know that 15 plus 15 is 30, we're going to double that to do times 4. What's 30 plus 30?
30 plus 30 is 60.
Yep, good job. So now, Zoe, we did the 15 times the 4. What do we do with our remainder when we're checking?
We add the remainder.
So I'm going to take this number and I'm going to add 2. What's 60 plus 2?
62.
So now, Zoe, we want this number to match what part of your equation?
The first part.
Do you remember what this is called? Starts with a D.
The divisor.
Nope, this one's the divisor.
The dividend.
There you go.
The dividend.
Mm-hmm. Does the dividend match our answer?
Yeah.
All right, so give yourself a star. So now, Zoe, you're going to pick out these parts for me. Look at this equation. What's your quotient?
Our quotient is 15.
Good, that's our answer. And what's your remainder?
Our remainder is 2.
Good job. Very good. Hayden, did you get all that down? Hayden G? You got all 4 problems and all of the checking? You look like you're watching the TV. I don't know if you're watching the Math Network, but this is, you got live and real live right here. It's like better than the Super Bowl because this is live math action, not over there. All right. Okay, so we did 4 practice problems today. You guys have, this was our practice for today. If you looked on your Schoology today, what do you see? You have a list of stuff to do. Jack knows, he knows, and he's been getting so good at looking at the Schoology and making a plan for the day. So Jack, when you looked, what did you see?
I saw that you had to do your Map Accelerator assignments that you've been assigned.
I assigned some things on Khan Academy for you. So when you get on Map Accelerator, you're not going to your path. You're going to assignments. I'm going to show you what that looks like in case you forgot. So when you go, let me get this out of the way. When you go to your Clever and you go to my page and you go to map, I want your eyes on the screen because I don't want to get any messages later. I can't find my assignments because I'm showing you right now. So watch. Do. Okay, so you're going to look over here, and I know it looks different because I'm in mine, but when you look underneath all of the items that you guys have, whose class do you want to make sure you're in? Anyone, unmute yourself and tell me.
Yours.
Your class.
Your class.
It doesn't say your class on the screen. What should it say?
Mrs. Shevchik's classroom.
Mrs. Shevchik's class. For some reason, it always puts you in Miss Miller. Miss Miller doesn't teach you math. Miss Miller teaches you how to make crafts. You want to go to Mrs. Shevchik's math. Then you're going to not go to your path. You're going to assignments. There is a whole list of factor and multiple practice for you. There's a lot on there, but some of it takes 2 minutes each. So it's not as much as it seems. Has there anyone that started any yet? Am I telling the truth about the videos? Aren't some of them very quick? Right. They're not like 15 minutes each. They're quick videos, and then it gives you some practice. Quick video, it gives you a quiz. So there's a whole list of things. Look at me and focus. The list for today and the list for tomorrow are the exact same. Why do I have it on there twice? Who read carefully? Let me look for a hand. Nolan, why is it on there twice?
It's not due till Friday.
So you have today and tomorrow to do it. If you do it today and you see it tomorrow, you don't have to do it again. It's just there as a reminder that this is what's due tomorrow. And I reached out to Map Accelerator and I said, I have some kids who I see watch the videos and it says that they don't. You have to make sure you let it run until the very end. If you stop at 1 second short, it doesn't register as you completing it. Okay, so let the video play until the very end and it will roll into the next activity. Then on your list, it should say completed. Okay. Okay, do you have any questions? Elijah?
I was just stretching.
Okay. I'm going to stop recording.